We're gonna have a whole pot. It's kind of weak. Oh well. Alright. So we have not got a call from the RV place today yet. So instead of making a place for the RV, which shouldn't take too long to do, Angie's gonna go out there and mess with the fence, give the girls a bigger area, and we're just gonna let the boys run wild out there in the backyard because they've already eaten all their grass down. She needs a rubber mallet. She's dangerous with a rubber mallet.
Okay. Last time I did that, I took the ponytail and I tied it to her hair. Stuff though out.
Was this like the 20th dress that you've made?
Uh-huh. No, put your arms up. Put your arms up.
Mother Teresa wasn't a princess.
What?
Here. Rapunzel hair and dress.
You gonna tie her dress to her hair?
Okay. Here's your hair. Here's your Rapunzel hair, super long.
I don't want to. Amazing is coming.
So we're getting the camper tomorrow at 12 o'clock noon.
Hopefully, yes. I'm so excited. Y'all, I've had a day. I've had a horrible day. Okay? Horrible day. So, didn't sleep well again last night. Our youngest puppy was crying and scratching at the door. I came out. It was about 10 till 2 a.m. And I could smell skunk, but it wasn't like it sprayed the dogs. It was just kind of like a distant smell. So I don't know if that scared him, and that's why he wanted in. And then of course I had pee because I wake up, I gotta pee. And then all the dogs are like, oh, all over me, and I'm just like, it's dark. I gotta go use the bucket in this little tent. See that tent right there? That's the potty tent. And so anyway, breakfast, that's cereal and paper bowls and plastic spoons. Okay, that's doable, although I'm getting sick of that. But then lunch. Wanted to make lunch, so plugged up the toaster oven. Was gonna heat up some pizza and some chicken strips, and it doesn't work anymore.
You were a good convection oven. You lasted just about as long as our marriage, which is probably on the rocks also. Convection oven was destroyed.
It's broke. Is it
It
gone?
quit working. It quit working is all those mean things you said about it, that you wanted to replace it.
So it's not working, right?
I don't know. Godspeed, convection oven.
But so it quit working. So I was like, okay, well, I'll make grilled cheese sandwiches. I can use cast iron skillet, cooktop little stove here. No, put plenty of butter on. It burned the middle of that cast iron. The sandwiches burned in like 2 seconds. I tried to adjust turning the heat down as low as I could, but this burner, it's like once it's on, it's on. I swear, there's no high, no low, nothing. It's on or it's off.
There's settings on it.
And I tried messing with it. I tried turning it down as low as I could. But anywho, so that made me mad because I burned 3 sandwiches. So I was like, fine, peanut butter jelly.
I had a grilled cheese sandwich.
I had a grilled cheese sandwich too, and
wasn't
it
bad.
tasted horrible. The burnt part tasted horrible.
It was alright.
It was horrible.
We're talking-
So I'm like, okay, gotta go to Walmart and buy a new toaster oven because I need a toaster oven. So went to Walmart, looked at all the different brands that they had, and we settled on an instant convectional toaster oven something.
It's like an Instapot brand.
Yeah, it's the same brand that made Instant Pot. So it's a brand that I trust. I have 2 Instant Pots. Love them. It air fries and dehydrates.
Oh my gosh, flies.
Yeah, the flies are horrible. So anywho, tonight I am using an Instant Pot for dinner, as well as the cooktop stove to boil some water to cook some noodles. So hopefully dinner turns out okay. And tomorrow I will have a toaster oven. I can cook what I wanted to cook today, and we'll get the camper, and life will be better. Because using that little potty in the heat of the day just is awful.
And the flies.
And the flies are so bad. I stuck a fan in front of the potty tent. Left it unzipped. I didn't care. Had a fan blown on me. So that was my day. Bad day. And Neil here needs to shave.
Yeah, certainly.
I am really sick of that touching me.
The hair there curls in and digs into my skin, and it's probably irritated. It hurts.
So he's trying to give me love and be sweet, and I'm just like, don't touch me with that. Yeah, hate it.
Mama Bear said that we need to have this cable run by the time that the RV gets here. And it didn't really sound like she was asking. It sounded kind of mean. Pulling wires a pain in the butt. So I'm stuck on something. Alright, got my cable through, got this mounted. Got that stripped. Now I just need to put it into this thingy. It says right here, black and red, line. It says I don't care. Oh well. All right. That was a struggle, but I finally got it all done. Ground was not helping me at all. Had to undo the ground and then plug those up and put the ground back. Man, what a pain. We got the RV. Hey, stop. So we got the RV.
So, all right, let me just
Just
say.
start the story off.
So GPS took him past the address. It does that. I don't know why. You know, we tell people. We tell the people address. Mailbox is marked. House is marked. Anyway.
He went past the driveway. So.
Yeah. So he went past the driveway. Went down to the end of this dirt road that we live on.
And the road gets super narrow.
And there was no good turnaround spot.
Where he ended up having to jackknife his truck and damaged his truck.
It's the company truck. So damaged the company truck, damaged the camper a little bit, which it can be buffed out. So, okay.
It didn't look bad.
Yeah. Wasn't as noticeable as what he did.
Yeah.
He asked me about the driveway. We started to walk up. I was like, hey, do you want to get in the van and I'll take you up there? Because it's a little ways up there. And he's like, no, I don't feel comfortable leaving the truck and the trailer out there. And I'm like, okay. So we start walking. And I'm telling him, and I said, the sharp curve, I said, you're going to want to come around. And you'll probably need to back up before you get up that hill. I was like, we've had, big machines. We had the 12 by 20 shed delivered up there. Everybody got up. No issues.
So he came up the driveway and went right into the sharp turn, and there's trees there, and he just did not make it at all. Like he hit. Yeah, he crunched the top of the RV. So
he knocked the awning. So the awning, is supposed to sit like this. No, it sits like this. And then
it's off. It's off about like 3 inches.
Yeah, and then right at the top, at the seam of the roof, there's damage.
So it's about 7 inches.
Oh, okay. Anywho, he's like, well, that needs to be fixed right away. Like, so, he calls his boss and talks to him about it, and he's like, it was an adventure, and I know that it was an adventure. It was hard on him. I mean, so he hit the tree, and then he tried to back up, and then it got stuck. The way the driveway is, it kind of has this dip, and the back bumper of the camper hit. Yeah,
the bumper was like digging in probably anywhere from 3 to 4 inches into the ground.
Yeah.
So we had to take it off the ball and let it roll down a little bit on have it taut on the chains. But,
Still attached to the truck, yeah.
Yeah, it's still attached to the truck, so it didn't roll too far.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
then we got the winch,
The come along. Mm-hmm.
and actually turned the camper.
Yeah, until
He could get it with his truck, turn it some more, and then it was a game of right, until he could finally get up the hill.
Once we got it, it's not high centered. I don't know what you would call it. The in centered. I don't know. Like, so the bumper and the tongue were both in the dirt,
and the bumper being in the dirt didn't stress me out as bad as the tongue scraping across the ground. Like, at one point I saw the tongue kind of turn a little bit. I'm like, this is going to damage it. It's all electronic. It's not like, a hand crank where you got a little wiggle room. It's all electronic, and you pull stuff out and it's not going to work anymore. And it costs an arm and a leg to fix because electronic stuff does. And I'm watching it. I mean, there's still marking on the driveway. We should go take a picture of it and put it here. Of the tongue, sliding across the ground. And I'm out there. I'm nauseous. I'm still nauseous. I mean, I'm on the verge of tears. I'm holding it together as best I can. But if I ever get alone time, I'm sure that the floodgates will open because, oh my, this whole ordeal is stressful. And then today, storms are coming tonight. And lasting all weekend long. So we're like, oh, please let this camper come. So our daughters aren't sleeping in a tent. And so I'm so thankful that it's here. I'm glad, God delivered it. It's here. It's usable. I don't think it's going to leak. At least I'm praying it's not going to leak.
yeah, he taped the tarp over it. So he put duct tape over the scratch, So a couple pieces of duct tape were able to cover it. And then he put a tarp over it and taped that down, so we'll see.
Yeah. And then we'll hear from him tomorrow, he said, once he gets back up there, because it's, an hour and 45 minutes drive back up. But he said it'll be tomorrow. He'll have to talk to service people and whatever. And he's like, I'm going to recommend that they come here to fix it because of the ordeal that it was to get it up here. He ran into a tree.
Yeah.
Ran into a tree. I mean, and the dude was driving a dually. It had those huge mirrors on the side. He should have seen it. And Neil went down there, to help him. And
yeah, I was trotting down there trying to get down there in time to say, hey, you may not want to just cut it like that. You may want to try to back it up or do something else. But by the time I got down there, he was already pulling it up. I'm like, oh boy, it's getting really close to that tree. And then he kind of,
back up. Yeah, I mean, and he's all like, I know how to drive. I mean, he's been pulling campers for years. I have no doubt he knows how to drive. He's a great guy. He's a nice man. Mm-hmm. I have nothing bad to say about him.
He was just having a bad day.
Yeah, I think, just missing the driveway, having to turn it around, stressed him out. And
he's ready to be done.
He's ready to be done. I mean, and it was a drive, it was probably 2 hours pulling that camper. So I'm sure he was done, but that was just a horrible mistake. I mean, that could have been avoided and should have been avoided. It just really should have been avoided. He should have seen the curve and been like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to really cut that around to get up there. I mean, especially if he's somebody that has that much experience pulling a camper, he should have seen that. And we told him when we bought it, there's a really sharp curve. You're gonna have to cut it and back up a little bit before you go up the hill. Anywho,
let me see this a minute. So we'll see. Is this the place to buy a camper? We'll see if they do us right or not.
We paid cash for it, so
cash money.
It's ours. Just bring. I mean, an awning. It's not that huge of a deal, and I think it's an easy fix. Really, it looks easy. Scrape on the roof. I don't know. I hope. Just as long as it doesn't leak, I'm happy. Just get us in beds tonight. No tents, no floor, no tiny couch that I've been sleeping on.
Now I gotta fix this thing.
Yeah, he's gotta hook up the power so we can get power in the RV, get the air conditioning going, and cool that sucker off because it's hot in there.
Right. Yeah. We'll get to that.
Someone got sleepy.
Doing this stuff's a pain in the butt. Got my power off. I got my lovely assistant out there ready to turn it back on when I'm done. She looks so thrilled with life. Time to wire this stuff up. I got everything hooked up. I got the main circuit breaker for this turned off because it says you're supposed to. You're supposed to plug it all up and flip it on because you're not supposed to wiggle it in there while it's like on. I guess you could fry stuff, but hopefully I don't burn down everything.
That would really suck, babe.
Maybe I should wait till Friday. That's when insurance is supposed to take over. And that's special.
You need help?
Make big knots on it. That's important.
Earlier I told myself I'm gonna be sleeping on a real bed, and then I realized no.
You might be. You don't know.
Yeah, I have like that. You know,
Oh man, it's got a handle
finger
on it.
handles.
Man, it's legit heavy duty. And then is this where you go because your fingers are stuck in it?
You don't close because it has the finger handles in it.
Awesome.
It's a really smart design.
Oh wait, it's not.
We can kick somebody's something.
And now everybody's gonna trip on this. Ah, joy.
Get
A big rug.
All right.
Okay, how are we gonna know if it's on?
Look at this.
Okay.
See if something comes on. The
Okay.
radio will come on. The radio's on. I don't know how to turn it off. I just turned it all the way down because I was tired of hearing static.
Okay. All right. Get in there and like flip on some switches. That way we'll see if the lights come on. Okay. Oh, I hear noises.
Lights on!
Lights on. Look at it's on. Look at that. There's lights in there. Woohoo! Radio's going with crappy music. All right, baby. How's it feel?
I did it and I didn't die. Thank you, JP, for all your KT. That means knowledge transfer for us technical people, even though you wouldn't know it because I look like something.
Yeah.
Man.
Say this.
That's the speaker?
I am so freaking hot.
Turn the AC on.
Yeah. All right, so today sucked.
With a capital S, capital U, CKD. But I will say that we're in the shed alone. The kids are in the RV, all in bed. This is nice.
Yeah, we could like watch something or like talk or you know. I feel like we've been kind of disconnected
Oh yeah, absolutely.
because it's like
We're
go
just
to bed.
surrounded by kids
Yeah,
all the time.
and they're
I mean,
sleeping. You can't say anything. I've had like 10 o'clock, 10:30 installs, and I just had to be on the chat because like I can't talk because I'll be waking up kids. So
you know, I'm pretty sure we'd all sleep through it.
yeah.
Last night he fell asleep through it.
I was tired. It was dark. Nobody was saying anything. Nothing was happening. So yes, sorry, I didn't fall asleep. But my guys took care of it. So it's good.
Yeah, he's got a good team.
I trained them.
Yes. So this will be our first night in the RV. The girls are not looking forward to the sleeping arrangement. Audrey has turned the dinette area into a bed, and then Kaylee is sleeping on the fold-out sofa. I'm sure neither one is going to be extremely comfortable, but we'll see. And then the mattress in the master bedroom is firm, and I hate firm. So
I like it.
yeah, he likes it.
But then she'll go in like, we had like a half. It was like, one was a soft and one's a firm. I
I would sleep on the firm, she would sleep on the soft. But then I'd go in there like during the day, and she's like napping on my side of the bed. And it's like, if you don't like it, why you sleep on it?
I like to be a little bit on the firm. So I start off like, kind of laying on the firm, and then when he comes to bed, I roll over onto my soft, and that's how I would sleep.
No, this is what it is. Yeah, she likes my smells.
Oh, shush. Oh my gosh. Oh. See, you're not on a tripod. Look how shaky you're being.
I'm laughing.
Okay. Anyway,
Right.
so that's the night. Good night, people.
Yeah, next video we'll do a walkthrough of the RV and show everybody.
Yeah, it'll be the tour before I do anything with it. The only thing I've done with it so far is I put in a shower curtain.
Yep. Right. Until next time, say a prayer for us because we need it. This is living like this is draining.
Yeah.
And we'll be saying a prayer for y'all. God bless.